I think the reason why we have fibroids in our community is a collection of different reasons. One reason is more of I'll say a metaphysical reason, and I'll back that up with science. So there's something called parthenogenesis, where a woman is supposed to be able to have conceive without a sperm. That is actually written in history books and different things like that. But according to today, well, relating that with today, whether you believe in that or not, the fibroids are seen on the scan as like an aborted fetus. So there was a doctor that I know who said that she saw hair, teeth, muscles, and different things like that in the fibroid, and it was so huge it looked basically like a baby. Another reason why a lot of the women are getting fibroids, the two reasons that there has been a lot of I guess articles on the social media about the relaxers being used. Well, it's not a fact, but there has been some speculation that the relaxers causes fibroids, and that could be true in the fact that we are getting a lot of relaxers during the time of puberty, when our hormones and everything that they are developed. So they're developing. So maybe that is a really good to blame on fibroids is the relaxers, the different chemicals that we use on our hair. A lot of them have things that will mess up our hormones and endocrine systems and stuff like that. Another reason is the GMO foods, genetically modified organisms. The food that we eat is not natural. It's not seeded. It's got a lot of chemicals and different things like that in them. And the scientists don't really know the long-term effects the side effects of what we will get by eating all the GMO foods. So fibroids could be another reason for that. Excess estrogen, too much soy, just eating a lot of foods that's just not healthy for you. And another reason I'll say is stress, because when our bodies are stressed, that is when that's a great gateway for us to have diseases. And the last reason that I'm going to say, the reason why we develop a lot of fibroids, and I've learned this when I was having my womb wellness series, and I had all of the greats, all of the top holistic health providers on the line to talk about fibroids. Like, why is it that so many women have fibroids? And the number one reason that they came up with, it had nothing to do with food or the environment or stress and things like that, but it had to do with a lot of emotional stress, and that's what we would call womb trauma. So different things that have caused us to hold on to things like child molestation, abandonment issues, being bullied in school, different things like that. That is the reason why we may have fibroids, because it's some tissue, it's muscles, it's toxins that have attached themselves to our womb and just basically made a home there, and we keep on feeding it with different thoughts. And even the way that we eat, it has to do with our emotions. So if we are craving love, we may want to eat something that's sweet. So emotional trauma, womb trauma would be the final reason why I will say that we have a lot of fibroids. So it's not only the food, we also have to address the emotional issues that we have.